Hey Stampers, Gaynor again. I made one of these boxes a long time, well, must be about 18 months ago, and it was inspired by the lovely Sam Clayton. And I'll show you the one I've got. Oh, and it's quite heavy, and yet it's only got embossing folders in. But my embossing folders are growing and growing and growing, and it's basically, oh, it's coming off now, see? My ribbon's coming off. I don't know what's happened to that tape, but it's coming off. I used double-sided tape, that's why. And I didn't have enough cardboard to go around the outside, but it's two boxes stuck together. And then you need a bigger base, so, but I've got my stencils in here. I've got big embossing folders, things that were gifted to me, and look, I'm jamming them in, so I really run the risk of breaking them. So I'm going to make another one of these boxes, but do it properly this time, so I've got more space. But most of these are the dynamic ones, and they are, well, that's not a dynamic one, but that one is. And you know, I've made DSP boxes in the past, I've made embossing folder holders in the past, but this is really strong. So I'm going to make one so I can continue filling up my embossing folders and put my stencils in as well. So let me pop that back, because the one I made before, dropping things everywhere, is a little bit flimsy. And you know, I know this comes apart because we made it so it comes apart, but it's just way too flimsy. And I've got more and more embossing folders, and I'm forever buying them. So, you know, it's nice, but it's really flimsy. So I'm going to make another one. Put my stencils, like I said, and my extended embossing folders. And also it looks nice. So again, it's inspired by the lovely Sam Clayton. I can't say it was my idea, but then it's a box. We've all made boxes. So what you're going to need is a piece. I'm using chipboard because it's a lot stronger. You'll need a piece. This will be so your boxes sit on there and they've got a nice little rim all the way around, and it just looks pretty. So you need a piece of all your chipboard. You'll need one at 7.5 by 7.5, and I'm making two. I've already made one. Really strong, and this designer series paper is quite thick as well, so I'm going to show you how I made the other one. So if you're going to make two boxes, you're going to need one base 7.5 by 7.5. You'll need 4 pieces of 5 by 6.25. You will need 2 at 3 and 6.25, and you'll need 4 at 3 by 5. And like I say, I've made one, and I've already put the tape on the backs ready, because you don't want to see it and watch me put loads of tape on. And I've done it on there as well. And your designer series paper, I'm going to be using that side. So that this piece is 9.5 by 9.5. You will need 4 pieces, which are 6 by 7.75, and 4 pieces at 6 by 4.25. And I'm going to make it the same colour as well. It's just so simple and so nice of a box. This is your base, and this is what's going to be on the bottom of the box. And I'm not putting DSP on there, because once the two boxes go together, they're both going to get glued down onto this, so there's no point wasting any more designer series paper. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to strip off all of those. Where's my pokey tool? There it is. And I'm also going to I'm not so much adding glue because this is on the bottom. The only time I'm going to use glue is around these sides. Just peel off all your backings. Give it a good rub down though, that's what I must say. Got to get your air bubbles out because you don't want it falling apart on you in a couple of years' time. I think I've had that one for about 18 months now. And I always collect my chipboard off everything that comes. I've got tons of it. I've got a guillotine, thankfully. But to get the first couple of pieces, yeah. If you don't want to ruin your trimmer, then don't use a trimmer. So you're just going to basically put this in the centre and then give it a good rub down. And then just bend up and fold each line. And we've all covered stuff in the past, I'm sure. And you're going to do that all round. But what a pretty box, and that's really strong. So, and you could use the same size for 6x6 designer series paper, or because you've got two boxes, if you haven't got much, or you haven't got many embossing folders, you could put embossing folders one side, DSP the other. So, perfect. Have I got that one done at the bottom? Yeah, that's all done. That's done, that's done, that's done. That's done. I am terrible with these corners. Absolutely terrible. So, getting my glue now. I'm the world's worst at trying to do corners. So, I'm just going to add lots of glue to the corner either side, and then lift this up and line that score line on the edge and on that one as well. And give them a good rub down. And this glue is brilliant because it dries clear and it doesn't dry sticky, because you will make a little bit of a mess. So give that a good squeeze down. And this will give you really good corners doing it like this. Perfect. And the same on this side. I love Sam, she's brilliant. She does some lovely projects. And she's a very good teacher. But I don't know if you lot have been over to watch her videos. So I thought I'd make my own. Where's that crease line gone? Quite thick paper as well, this is. That's better. So, rub down your crease lines. And get them all stuck down nicely. It just gives you a better finish once you go around the corners. Oh, I've torn the paper there now. Oh, flip it out. Silly sausage. Let me just get rid of this piece of paper. So I've just been using that to glue my other things down. So there it is. Again, do your corners. Just go past a little bit as well. Make sure you put lots of glue in the corner. And pull that score line up and that one. And just give them a rub down. I think it's all over my bone folder as well. That's better. Nice and clean and crisp. One more to go. anyone can show me how to do the corners better, then please do, because I am terrible at them. I watch thousands of people put boxes and corners, especially the albums, and I do it and I just don't seem to be able to get it right. But at least I'm honest. This one doesn't want to bend up. That's it. It's better. Better. Don't know. It does dry and it's non-sticky, but while it's wet, it's very sticky. Very sticky indeed. That's better. I've just got one little mark there, but if worse comes to it, oh, that's going to go around the corner anyway. Oh, good. Good, good, good. So now you can just glue all these down. But it makes really nice, strong box. So it doesn't matter if it oozes out, like I'm saying, this is going to be the base anyway, and no one's going to be seeing underneath. You can put card on it if you want to. Oops. But I love this glue. It goes off a treat. There we go, look. Look, corners. Brilliant. Fabulous. So I'm going to do this side next. I'm just bringing it over, getting it ready to adhere it down. Plenty on. It looks a lot that is going on, but it's not really because the nozzle is so small. But make sure you get it right along your edges. If you get any on the reverse, just give it a wipe. And again, use your bone folder just to pull it over. And give it a good rub. Doesn't matter if it oozes out, like I'm saying, it does dry non-sticky. Oh, that's lovely. Beautiful. Look at that for a stand. I love this paper. But when we got it, it came out with, it's like a twin pack. You had double of everything. And I've still got a very lot left. Perfect. So I thought, why not use it and make a beautiful box? It's still in the current catalogue till June. And this is why I'm trying to make projects using lots of DSP, because come June, I don't want to sit there. I know I don't mind having a bit of retired stuff, but I don't want a lot of retired stuff. You know, I want to be able to buy new stuff, you know, and still be able to use up my old stuff, but I don't want to be left with tons of it. So I'm giving that a good rub down. Beautiful, not too bad. Your paper might split, so just be a little bit more careful than me. Take your time, I'm rushing. But again, here's your bone folder. And you know how you get packs of paper and you always use up your favourite first? I think that's what I've done. Because I wanted this as the box side as well, but I only had one piece left. Was it two? I can't remember. But covering your actual boxes only takes one sheet of DSP each. Because if you cut it down the middle at 6, then cut it at 7 3/4, you're left with 4 1/4, which is what you need for your other pieces. So you're not wasting lots of bits. Get the air out. Don't worry about those bits. It dries non-sticky. Look, it's not sticky at all there. And all you art glitter glue users will know that it doesn't dry sticky. I think Tombow does, and that's why I'd never use Tombow for this. So there is your base, and this is where those two beautiful boxes are going to sit, with a little gap all the way round. Oh, love it. So that piece is done. Neater than I ever do. Normally I don't do the corners that well. So we're going to pop that to one side. Leave that to dry a bit more. And then we're just going to grab our sides. But it's worth the time and effort to put this together. It looks beautiful as well. Stick it to my fingers. And you're going to try and keep that in the centre as well. Perfect. So that's what you're going to do with that. Next one. I recommend you just take all your backings off, stick these down, and then we'll show you, move on to the next bit then. There we go. Again, try and keep the same distance top and bottom, side by side, and get all that air out. Even give it a rub on the other side as well. So there's 2 done. 2 more to go. Sunday afternoon, it's lovely. Well, afternoon, it's tea time now. After I've finished filming this, let's go and get the blog sorted out. Everything happens on a Sunday. So, another piece. And I think it was done like this so you could just utilise your papers without using too much. Come on now. Oh, that one's a bit low down there. Oh, it's too late, it's on. Doesn't matter. This stuff is so sticky. There we go. Last piece. Quite lucky actually, we could have been sitting here watching me put all the tape on and peel it all off. There we go. Well, we'll be doing the corners a little bit different on this one. It's just on the base I was doing that. So to get this in the middle, I would line this up. You want to come down to 3/4 of an inch and in at 1/2 inch. And there we go, see, that's in the middle. That's it. So come down 3/4 of an inch and move in 1/2 inch. That way you got it the same distance all the way round. Whoops. So rough. Get all that air out. You don't want this box ever to fall apart, so Right, I'm just going to put the lid on my glue for a minute. I'm just going to get my little snips. And what you're going to do is, you're going to cut off, leaving a little fraction, about an 1/8 or a 1/16 of an inch, either side. Now this is where I'm terrible at corners, but at least I'm honest. And you're going to do that to all of them. Yeah, because you've got to tuck the sides in, and oh, that can be a bit rough, that's what it is. Heavy-handed, that's what I am. Not intentionally, I don't mean to be, but it just happens that way sometimes. So snipping off, just leaving a little fraction so you can be tucked in the sides. There we have it, there's those pieces. There's not a lot of waste really neither, you know, because you're only cutting a fraction off. So this is your base. Again, you're going to do all the sides again. Just fold them over, give them a rub, get the crease mark in there. And sometimes if you cut those corners right, then they end up being lovely anyway. So look, got a nicer right angle on there than I would have on the bottom of that other piece. It's an old bone folder, that's what it is. So I've done that one on all 4 sides. And what we're going to do, on the tops, we're just going to glue those down first. Again, plenty of glue. I'm just going to work this over and press, and then flatten it with my bone folder. It doesn't matter, like I'm saying, if it oozes out, because it dries non-sticky. You're supposed to push these corners in now, but I haven't got a clue how you do it. I think you just lift, is it? I don't know. I'm not the best corner maker. You want to just do it on the side flaps. You only just want to do it at the top. You don't want to do it at the bottom yet. So decide which. Oops. If you've got a directional paper, then you'll have to decide which was your top. Again. Nice and neat. Push the air out. Beautiful. So there's the side. You want to leave the sides like that. Now on these, I'm going to glue this down, and this one, and leave this one open. So again, give yourself a good crease so you can get in there to stick them down. And with this one having a really good flap on at that end and that end, they're going to be for my base. I can crease up that one ready for later. Perfect. So I'm going to glue the sides down now. You could add tape and the glue if you wanted, but I don't see the point. This art glitter glue is absolutely amazing. I don't think it needs it. It just needs a little bit of time to adhere. Yes, I got more embossing folders today. I know it's Sunday, but Amazon deliver on a Sunday, and you won't get to see this for like 2 weeks after. But my my Gemini came today, which is Sunday the 8th, 9th. I don't know. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so because I'm so far ahead. They're not too bad. Oh, not too bad at all, considering I can't do corners. Some people have got a knack for it, and some people haven't. And I'm the ones that haven't. There we go. Give that a good rub again. Just leave that pressed down. Get the air out of it. It doesn't matter that it oozes out. You want it to ooze out, that way you know there's no air bubbles. Give it a good rub. And there is my sides. Oh, I think I've done it wrong. Yeah, I have. I got to peel one of these off. Oh, crumbs, quickly. No, it's too late. It's stuck. Oh my gosh, I know. Don't worry, I can rectify that, I promise. So I'm going to have to glue this one down. Leave one of these. This is because it's that tall you want it, not 6. We want it 5 tall. So leave one of these open. Glue those 3 down. See, I've done it again. But don't worry, I will salvage this. Because the sides are going to go on... Let me just fold that over. They're going to be the same height. That is going to glue to that piece inside, so that's why I know I can... The only thing is, I can't join it to the bottom now. I will sort that out now, don't worry. So please don't do as I'm doing. Glue them all, except for one of the long ones at the bottom. It's just attached first, and my bottom bit, and then done this after. So, like I'm saying, I'll sort something out for that, but I'm just going to do the sides. I'm not going to do the top and bottom yet until I've got it attached to my base. So I'm just going to put the sides in first. I don't know, I've sussed it, I know what I'm going to do. Yay! I'll tell you when we get to it now. And it won't look like I've done something wrong. Fingers crossed. So again, get the sides glued in. Give them a good push. I'm not bothered that it's in there because I know it's not drying. Sticky. Nice. So, apart from this piece, just for a moment, I'm going to concentrate on the base. And the base is that way. So, it needs to come up. So, bend your paper. And now you need to glue that underneath your base. What I'm going to do on this piece that you won't see, I'm going to cut a piece 6 by 3 and miter it, and then I will glue it on the inside so I can get it attached to my base. Good thinking, or what? So get some glue in there. But you want to do it at a 90-degree angle so you know your paper won't crack. As well, so, and no one's going to see the inside of your box anyway. So line this up lift it up and push it in so you're at a 90-degree angle. Turn it over and give it a good rub. I tell you what, like, I want a Teflon bone folder. Apparently nothing sticks to it. Everything sticks to a bone folder, especially one that's made from bone. Just going to get these bits off. That's better. That's better. So you'll see a gap, but when you close it up to a 90-degree angles, you won't see anything. So this is what we're going to do on the bottoms of these. Again, you're going to burnish that up. That's going to, these are going to be glued to the insides of these. So that's why I'm not worried about that piece for the sides. And that needs to be glued and picked up to a 90-degree angle. So we can glue that in there as well. Am I in shot still? Sorry. Plenty of glue. Line that up and just push that corner in there. Line that right up in the corner and stand it up. Use your bone folder and then flip and rub. Beautiful. That's going to get adhered inside there, see? So that'll sort that. I just need to do that plate now at the inside of here. So let me pop that away for 2 seconds. Get my... and let's see what I've got in scrap. How long is that piece? Shift this down. Oh, more or less 6, and well, it's about 2 1/4. So what I'm going to just do is I'm just going to fold it in half. It's just a fraction of 6 this was, so I don't even need that. And then just going to miter the end. Just a small one. And then I'm going to glue that right along that edge. It's a little bit short, but it doesn't matter. And then we can attach it to there. So there's always a way to rectify something. And then the sides will keep that piece intact as well. It wasn't until I come to put that last piece down I thought, I've just glued the bottom. So again, line this up right along the edge. It goes off really quickly. Nobody's going to see inside because your embossing folders are going to be here. And do the same. Beautiful. And then you've got to keep this right at the edge, stand it up, and then put your piece in, and then we can lift it that way. Good recovery. There we go. So, and then when these sides come up, these will be glued there and there. So, good recovery. I just need to keep that up. I just need to keep that upright for a minute, just while that glue sets. Ideally, I should have done it 6 inches right to the edges, but it won't be too bad. And this is going to be glued to the back of the other box, so if I make sure I glue them two together, then this is all good anyway. So, yay! So that one's there. So last but no means least, again making sure your cardboard is stood up. And this is why we mited the sides on this paper, so, and cut the corners rounded, so we can attach. Just give that a quick rub on the other side. I know this is jutting out a little bit, but it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do now is we're going to lift our side. This is going to get tucked in and glued, and then that is going to go right along there to give me a beautiful perfect edge. So I'm going to do this side of the box first. Come on, glue, come on. That's it. Don't go all the way to the very end. Leave it about an eighth of a mil away from the edge, because you don't want it oozing out the side. So just squeeze that. And at this point, you can lie that down, and can you see in there? And secure that DSP down, keeping that line together. And in there. I'm just going to groove that line a bit. Perfect. So we've got that beautiful edge now, and everything's tucked away nice and neatly. So let's glue this side down. So don't go all the way to the very edge, just leave a little bit so it's not right along the edge, but you can come along the edge here. You want it to ooze out, that way you know you've got good grippage then. Again, I'm just going to go in there, line those two up and pinch, and just gently get the air out. And you see what I'm doing in there? You've got to glue that right down to this side, keeping your edge perfectly together. Although I see that, I know it dries clear and that, I keep saying it, but that is beautiful. And this time we're going to glue these two sides to, oh, I need to turn this one over first. I want to make sure, remember, that I only done the sides instead of the top and bottom, and then ended up with another piece like that. So I'm just going to glue this into place. glued down. Oh, lovely. You could line this on the inside, but no one's going to see in this centre. No one at all. Unless, I don't know, it's entirely up to you. Just going to get some of this dried glue on me off. So, again, you're going to put your box down this time, and they are going to get glued on there. And with using glue, you've got a little bit of wiggle space, and then you can flip over and do the bone folder on the inside. And the reason they've got to be glued together is because you won't be able to lift that side up to glue it. My neighbours are singing. He has these boys on the weekend, and they're not the quietest of kids. So I'll get that into place. Just hold that for a sec, and then you can get this piece into place. Give that a pinch, and then I'm just going to turn it over now. Taking, like I'm doing, just taking the air out and pressing. How beautiful, but it's so sturdy. Just check that hasn't moved. No, but you got a beautiful coverage there, so I'm just going to really give that a good burnishing. And there it is. What a great recovery with that inside. And the only thing is, you haven't got paper there. But I'm not bothered about that now, because that and that are going to get glued together. And then they're going to get glued. Oh, pardon me. I'm burping under my breath. I'm sorry. So, let's get some glue on these. I know it's a shame to cover this and that, but you've got to have the paper on to get the sides and stuff. You'll still see all that gorgeous paper around the sides though, and on the front. So, come on, get some blobbage on there. I'm trying to get it squirrels out as fast as I can. I think that should be fine. Just line them up, making sure they're nice and neat, and that they're lined up. Just going to grab a couple of pegs. And a peg on that side. I haven't got nothing to grip it down in the bottom, so I'm just going to press down. Fabulous! You just want to wait for it to go off, that's all basically. So I'm going to grab some embossing folders shortly and our base. And I've got some, I'm going to grab some ribbon. I'm just pushing it in at the back, making sure it's lined up. At least when I make a boo-boo, I correct it. I don't just stop filming, cut it all out again and start again. At least you know you're going to get your money's worth. So I'm not doing it that way because you can see the corner. I'm definitely doing it that way. That is so pretty. Absolutely fabulous. So again, I'm going to add some tape as well. Oops. Let's get these pegs off now, because I know it's stuck together. So I'm just going to help it out by taping a bit together as well. And a bit of glue. Won't go amiss on this. Loving it. The girls, if you make it, will you, and you're in our Facebook group, will you let me see pictures? Or even do a little video showing yours? That'd be brilliant. I love to see your versions. I love it when you the card, the exploding card, and the mini Muri fold card, and the next day even. You ladies have got your copies on there, and I love that. It really makes me smile. But yeah, that's what I've done. Shared my work with you, so you can have a go yourselves, and then share it back with us in the group. I love it. I really do. Makes my day, actually. That makes me feel really proud that you've enjoyed something enough of that I've made for you to make it. I love that. Puts a big huge smile on my face. So I'm just removing the back ends. I don't know where I've had this tape from, but it's not off the lovely Carol. Carol, I've used that stuff up Carol sent me. These were in bags. Oh, I've left it now. Oh, now I've jammed it up. There we go. Right. So I'm adding just a little bit because you've got the tape on there as well. But we're nearly done then. And then you want to give it about an inch all round. There we go. Oh, it's perfectly placed. Hello, Mr. Boyce.
Hi.
Everything okay? I'm just on camera. Would you like to join in?
Not at the moment, thank you.
So I know the only reason I've done some of these at 6 inches wide, because Stampin' Up ones are normally 6 inches wide. So I'm just removing these from my smaller cases. These have all been donated to me, most of them. Absolutely brilliant. Just to keep the weight down in there. This is the new one that comes from Stampin' Up. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be able to get loads in here. Even down the side, I've got my little ones. I have got loads and loads and loads. An embossing folder. We've got the little ones there. They can press. Oh, my stencils. Like I say, you could put DSP as well if you've got both. I've got my self-made stencils here as well. Sorry about that if you saw me. They can go in there. Beautiful. You know, my clouds ones. Made those myself. So let's just... No, better not jam that. I will put those... So that little flimsy box now, I'm not going to lift that up yet because I want to make sure it's adhered down. So give me a second. I'm just going to grab some more embossing folders. I have got a lot here of the 6x6 ones. So, whoops. So let's get those in there. And then I've got all these ones. There's the lace one, the trees, tin tile, stripes, leaves, sequins. Oh, and they can go in there just to keep the weight down. And look at that, absolutely fabulous. Get my little ones in there. They're wide enough to go on the side. Perfect. So just leaving that just for a second. Just going to grab some ribbon. What will look nice on there now? Oh, let's have a look. Oh, I've just found my glasses. This colour? No, it's a different colour. Oh, that's what they are. It's amazing what you come across. I don't know, maybe some of this beautiful green glitter. Is it too bright, do you think? Oh, no. No, I'm not. I'll think of some ribbon. Floorboards creaking. I don't know. I know. What about Tranquil Tide? And then a nice bow at the front. That will look beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's what I'm having. I got all this ribbon and I haven't used it. So I'm going to do enough. And I'm going to cut plenty off so I can tie a bow as well. So I'm going to keep that quite long actually. So there goes. It's beautiful Tranquil Tide. Whoops. Let me get, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, how wide is that strip? Is that the same width as this? Oh, I'm going to go a little bit slimmer then because that seems a little bit wide, so I'm going to add my suguang all the way around the edge. Just absolutely beautiful. I'm just keeping this close to the top. Spin my box round. And it just helps to fetch them two together. Now that's well and truly stuck down now. Right, I'm getting all tangled. Keep to the top. Perfect. Look at my mat. I'm just going to give that a good little bit of a burnish all the way around to make sure it doesn't come off. And I can peel back the backing. Get that started because it was overlapping there, so backing off. Right, I've got to pop this in the centre. And starting from the back, this is the back. Making sure, let me do this side first now. That Sukwang ribbon is really, tape is really sticky. Now the other side. Oh my gosh, this box is just beautiful. Just keep that close to the edge as you can. And then to the front. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just about to tie my bow. Keeping it as tight to the top as possible. Oh, that is so pretty. I don't know if you can see that. And the tails are quite long, but I'm just going to keep them pretty long actually. There we go. Let me turn it on its side. Oh, look how sweet that is. Keep that ribbon. That is just gorgeous. There we go. There is my, oops, beautiful. Look at the size of that. So that is 6 by 5 by 6 by, and it's just 5 inches tall and 6 inches all the way around. So that gives me a hell of a lot of space for all those embossing folders. Isn't that beautiful? I think that goes really nice. Just sets it off beautifully. And there's my tails. So there we have it. I hope you like it. I just move it out the way because it's so heavy. And it'll sit next to my other box on my shelf. If I lift the rim, oh no, no, it's not going to go. Oh, I'll find somewhere to put it. But there we go. That is my 6 by 6 by 5 design embossing folder holder. Designed for either DSP or your embossing folders by Stampin Up. And now I'm going to go and wash all this glue off my fingers. I'd love a thumbs up and a share. I will put some pictures up as well. And I will see you all again soon. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I love it. Getting close to, it says 9,000, but we're not quite there. Another 200 to go. So, I'll see you soon. Bye.